Hello students, and welcome back to Hexxit Education. This is lesson number 11. And today is another quick lesson. We're talking about two tools. These are actually not from Tinker's Construct, as most ones have been up until now, but from the Artifice mod. These are actually the only two tools that are included from Artifice. And they are, this is the Sickle, and this is the Sledge. So first we're going to talk briefly about the sickle, and I notice I only have one of them here, even though you can actually make several different ones. Here we go, the sickle, wooden, stone, gold, diamond. And you notice that there's a number there. Harvest, says harvest plants and leaves, radius 1. Now if you've ever played, I think it's it's the original Zelda, the one on Game Boy, back when you had that sword, the one that you would take, and you'd sort of take it in your hand, and you sort of like go whoosh, and it would go around in a circle. It would attack in a circle. That's what this does. And the reason I only recommend doing it like this. Now, sorry, the only reason I recommend making a diamond one is because it has a much higher radius, a 5-block radius, as opposed to the wooden, which only has a radius of 1. And it's not very difficult to construct either. So you see, it's just 2 diamonds and a stick in order to make a diamond sickle. And this thing is one of the best harvesting tools you can get. The only thing I would say is a little bit better than this might be anything that has magnetization, because you can collect it much more easily. But in general, just a couple clicks and you got your whole field done. So that's the sickle. Next is the sledge. Now the sledge is a very interesting little device, and it does come in the same varieties. We've got wood, stone, iron, gold, and diamond. Now the little text on it says, smash blocks into parts, loss chance 20%. You notice it's much higher, 50% with wood than it is with diamond. Now what this does is it essentially acts as an uncrafting table. The danger is that with an uncrafting table, as we'll learn when we get to our that particular lesson, you put in experience, and it deconstructs the item depending upon how many different item slots was used to create, so a maximum of 9. However, with the sledge, you don't need experience. You just have a chance that the item in question will be destroyed and you won't get your stuff back. So let's do something that's actually a high value item, say an enchanting table. Switch back to cheat mode. Get a couple of these, and let's just put a couple down. And take our sledge. Okay, so first one, we got back 2 diamonds, 4 obsidian, and 1 book. So that's all materials. Next one, we only got back 2 diamonds that time. Next one, we got back 2 diamonds and a book and the obsidian. That was a full recovery. And next one, I think we only got back a couple diamonds that time. But notice that the sledge did not take any durability, didn't take any damage, because it does not have a durability scale. So the material that you choose to make it does not make it more durable. It just makes it less likely that you'll lose items you're trying to deconstruct. If you haven't been to Twilight Forest yet and you can't find a maze focus to make an uncrafting bench, or even if you do, honestly, this is a very viable alternative. It's not that expensive either. Let me just show you how to make it. Yep, just 3 sticks and 2 diamond. Simple as that, and you have an item that you can deconstruct blocks. And now I know you're asking yourself, uncrafting bench, sledge, why would I ever want to deconstruct this stuff? I mean, it's valuable enough it is. Well, that's true, but not always. Let's say, for example, 60 is a little bit excessive, but let's say you had 4. Let's say you had 4 enchanting tables. I know I just threw it there, but let's say you had 4 enchanting tables, and you already had, as we have in our library, a perfectly viable enchanting table with 2 layers of books. So you already have your enchanting setup set, but you still have 4 enchanting tables, which is actually very common if you happen to, and I hope to whatever gods are out there that you find a nether city, you will find tons of enchanting tables all over the place. If you happen to find extra enchanting tables, what are you going to do with these things? They're not really useful in themselves. I guess you can maybe take one with you and use it as a portable enchanting device, but in general it's not really valuable to you, because by the time you're actually going to be journeying around, you're going to get much better items than you could enchant with just an enchanting table without books. So what are you going to do? You use the sledge, or you use it on a crafting table. So you get back diamonds, and diamonds are relatively common. Well, I won't say common, but they're uncommon in Hexxit, not nearly as rare as they are in vanilla, but they still are somewhat rare. So spending 7 levels, or taking a risk with a sledge to get back some diamonds, it's worth it. It's worth it. Sledge also works. I believe it works with any kind of blocks. So just for testing purposes, let's say I had a diamond sword. And I would just throw it on the ground there. This will not work. Yeah, it won't work at all. And just for testing, I'm going to put this into this, and let's see. Yep, it doesn't work. It doesn't work in the least, because it recognizes 2 component elements. So it only works on blocks, but there are some blocks that are quite valuable. So if you happen to find certain things like an enchanting table that are valuable in and of themselves in terms of their parts, but not valuable because of what they are created into, then by all means employ the sledge. Okay, and that brings us to the end of this episode. This has been Ken Kadia for Hexxit Education. Class dismissed.